So it's another day in New York City and I'm exploring. Now, if you're wondering what happens to the sunglasses for the next little bit, it's because I've only just remembered I didn't film an intro earlier on. So to find out how I got here, you're gonna have to keep watching. I started my walk in the Garment District before heading on to Bryant Park. I'm in Bryant Park and I wondered why there was so much work going on, but it looks like this might be where the Christmas markets are and they're building it ready. The building there. So 5th Avenue is New York's famous shopping street. So I wasn't actually intending to come to 5th Avenue, I've kind of got lost wandering around. And I'm seeing all this stuff as I'm going, so I've still not been to where I'm actually heading. So that's why I love walking around cities like New York, because you never know what you're going to see. So I'm heading down 50th Street. My plan for today is to go to the top of the Rock. So I've got a limited number of things to do. I'm not even trying to do everything because I have 2 days in New York. You don't really get it all. So yes, I'm having a wander down, but I think I'm on target for where I need to be. So in the meantime, I'm seeing things as I go. Oh, I've seen something else here as well. Oh, I think that's because that's where I am. I think this is the Rockerfeller Center. So this is where they set up one of the famous winter ice rinks. If you come in winter time, Rockefeller is one of the places, although Bryant Park's another one apparently this year. And I'm guessing the tallest building around. That's the top of the Rock. Let's see if I can get up there. Okay, so I went to get a ticket for the top of the Rock. I'm not organised, so I've not pre-booked. The next available one's 8:35 PM tonight. I could have paid double, so that's costing me $43. I could have paid $92 for an express ticket and gone straight away. But I quite like the idea of seeing the skyline in the dark, so I want to do that instead. So now I've got to the subway. I've never been on the New York subway before, and I'm going to try and go all the way down to the bottom and head down to the financial district and see the World Trade Center. Okay, so I've been told that I can just catch a downtown train, and you can do contactless. So I've got my credit card. You just tap. It's a bit like being on London Underground when I'm through. So just take a credit card and I'll take my tickets, that's good. He said any downtown train, so I'll go downtown. So the old tourist maps come out again. I want to go to, where am I going? I went to this one here, West 4th Street, and then I'm going to change to the blue lines to go all the way down to World Trade Center, there you go. So I'm going down there. I'm somewhere up here in 5th Avenue in a minute. I'm on the orange line, and then I'm going to change to the blue on West 4th Street. On West 4th Street is 5 stops time. So I've got off at West 4th Street, Washington Square. So now I'm going downtown to the CE lines. So it looks like I need an E train. to an E-train, just got into the World Trade Center now. Nice and spacious, quite clean as well. And I've only got 2 stops on this, or 3 stops. So you don't need to tap out, you just go through, get out. So you just go through the turnstile, so it's not unpaid for your journey. So I've just got off the subway at the World Trade Center stop. Not quite sure where it is, it wasn't called that at the station, but I think it's more of an area. I have to say, it feels a bit weird knowing what happened there, and I've been before as well. But just seeing the name still brings it back those memories, so I want to see a lot more of that now, I suppose. And there you go. That's what I've come to see. So maybe I just came out of a different entrance. You're in concrete jungle, as someone famously said in the song. I'm not sure what this is yet, I'm going to find out. So I've heard of this one. This is the World Trade Center Oculus. So this is the Oculus. It's huge inside. It's like a giant cathedral. There's a metro station here. 9/11 Memorial, which I am going to go and find. So you can get to the subways. I'm going to go down right to the bottom so I can appreciate it. Right on the floor of it, now. It's like a giant skeleton. It reminds me a little bit of Valencia. If you've ever been to the Arts and Science Museum, it's like some giant skeleton of a creature. It reminds me of a dove from the outside with the wings, so I'm sure there's some symbolism of why it looks like it does. And the curious thing is it's got shops in it. It's full of New Yorkers who are totally oblivious to where they are because they see it every day, which you notice everywhere. And then you've got the tourists like me who are walking around with a camera in hands and gawping up at the ceiling. You can get the train to New Jersey across the water here as well. I've never actually been to New Jersey. I've seen it from New York, I've seen it from Philadelphia, but yeah, never actually made it there, so maybe one day. So now you can do the One World Observatory. Another way of doing the Skyline. That's not what I'm doing because I'm doing the top of the rock later. I'm a bit lost in here now, I don't know how to get out. Come out of the entrance and the Oculus is over there, so I've walked on the underground concourse while I was here. The World Trade Center is right in front of me again. It is very confusing, there's skyscrapers everywhere around here. I'm completely mixed up where I am. So I was looking for some big memorial, but actually it's like a memorial garden, and there are north and south pools to mark where the north and south towers were. This is where they stood. There are names all the way around this whole memorial. I've walked across to the South Tower called? Which is exactly the same. And there's just as many names. So as well as the memorial for 9/11 in the pool, there's also a museum there as well. I'm not going to visit that today, but it might be something you're interested in. And this is the survivor tree, because they found it in the wreckage and somehow survived being burnt and recovered. And it blossoms every year now. It was planted back in the memorial in 2010. So it survived. I find it quite amazing that this is now so long ago that there are people alive. It's just history books. But if you ever come to New York, I think you've got to just come down here and see this, you know, and see what's risen out of it as well. Because the new World Trade Center Tower is quite splendid, but this memorial is just, yeah, it's very moving. You see all these thousands of names. So the sun's making an appearance in New York now, so sunglasses are out, and I'm going to head down to Battery Park and see if I can spot the Statue of Liberty again from the bottom of Manhattan. I don't think it's a long walk away, so it's just whether I head in the right direction, because I could be going anywhere. No idea where I am. If you're enjoying my adventures in New York City, please do subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and hope you keep enjoying them. Place name in the street, so I'm hoping that I'm getting to the right place that I want to be, Battery Place. I've done a hop on hop off tour of New York years ago, so I didn't really feel the need to do that. Look at the beautiful blue sky there. It's getting definitely warm, the sun's out. I think I will say the New York traffic is crazy. They've got their traffic police out, there are queues everywhere. Keeps it interesting. So now I've made it to Battery Park, which is right down at the bottom tip of Manhattan. It is a long time since I last came here, so I can't really remember anything about it. So this is an interesting one for me to just explore. So another tour you can do now here is the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island cruise. I think they must go from there. I don't really remember going from there, but again, I did that last time I was here, so I'm not going to go and do that. I'm just going to have a see if I can get a view from the shoreline. So this is called Castle Clinton, and you can just wander in and out that then, presumably. So you get your Ellis Island tickets at Castle Clinton's ticket office, but there is a park store too. So you can just come and get the history of the castle itself. I'm presuming this is one of the cannons for the battery that Battery Park gets its name from. I don't know, might be making that up, but there's little bits of history of some historic sites from the National Park Service. Right down on the waterfront here. Obviously I did see the Statue of Liberty yesterday when I was leaving the ship. So that was my Brooklyn view. See what I think of the Manhattan view. Can you see it? I'm going to go and find a better spot, but there we have the Statue of Liberty. So this is actually the war memorial for the people who were lost in coastal waters, probably things like the North Atlantic convoys and the Coast Guard service during the war. So It's mainly sailors, but I guess there are other people from the army as well. Next stop of the day was the Staten Island Ferry. I'm in the Staten Island Ferry terminal, which is it's got this nice little terrace which actually has a great view of the Statue of Liberty, although having seen where the ferries go, I think it's going to get better. So this is the Staten Island Ferry. It runs every half an hour. I just managed to miss the 3 o'clock one, too busy getting photos of the terminal. I did wonder why people were running past. It takes 25 minutes to get across, but it is free. You might also view the Statue of Liberty while you're at it. But this is the last thing on my afternoon list, so I'm going to wait another 25 minutes or so, just have a bit of a wander around, and then I'm going to catch the Staten Island Ferry and have a bit of a round trip, just see what's on the other end. The terrace at the Staten Island Ferry Terminal actually has quite a decent view of the Statue of Liberty. Here is the returning ferry, so one goes, one comes back, and this is the one that I will be getting on in the next 15 minutes hopefully. You can of course pay for tours to sail right up to the Statue of Liberty. I've done that before, I did that last time I came. Around the harbour you've got Ellis Island as well, which is really excellent. I remember doing that 15 years ago or whenever it was I came. I actually had relatives who came through Ellis Island, so it was interesting for me. This is the Staten Island Ferry coming in from Staten Island to Manhattan. I presume it turns around and goes back again. I'm assuming this is the one that I'm going to catch in a minute. So half an hour ago you'll remember that this was empty. Now there's an absolutely enormous queue of people hoping to get on. Hopefully I'll still get on. It's just the scrum to get to the ferry. Lots of people have the same idea as me. You can sit outside and see what we sail past. I've managed to get myself a seat on the outside. I'm hopeful because this is what I can see at the minute. Come out of the terminal to set foot on Staten Island because it's a bit like an airport. If you don't leave it, it don't really count, does it? So there we've got the Manhattan Skyline in the distance. What is there at Staten Island? There's an esplanade, a bit of a walk, very industrial. You can see all the cranes and stuff over there. There's a big shopping outlet. They were advertising quite a lot of shops when I was on the ferry. But to be honest, what was I interested in? Well, this is an absolute gem. I mean, let's face it, New York is not the cheapest of places in the world to visit. And I haven't done this entire trip on a budget, but that was completely free. So yeah, if you want to save a little bit of money on your New York trip, or you know, save it up for the expensive treats and do something a bit more exciting, then if you don't want to pay for a boat trip right up to the Statue of Liberty, go on the Staten Island Ferry for free, get a view. And to be quite honest, even if you do go to the Statue of Liberty, do this ferry for free anyway. Wonderful. 25 minutes there, 25 minutes back. You can spend an hour. The return ferry is 4:10, so I'm thinking I might nip in and just go straight back and do a return visit. I've turned around, got back into the scrum. I'm getting on the return ferry. You can actually sit downstairs if you want. Keep nice and warm. Seats on the inside. I mean, nobody's doing that. So I think most people have done what I've done. They've got back off the ferry, just walked around the terminal and got back on again. So I've got my little picture, so I've set foot on Staten Island and I've got a seat again. So this time I'll try and just watch it. I'm going to South Ferry subway station now. We're on line 1. So Americans keep everything easy. Streets and avenues are numbers, subways are numbers and letters. And this is exciting. I'm going uptown in the Bronx. I'm not going as far as the Bronx. Subway train, so I know it's Main Street, so this is going goes all the way to 242nd Street. I'm only on 46th, so it should be alright. Alright, man. Please support Pennsylvania. And we're into 34th Street. And walks out of the subway and eventually, oh look who it is! It's my old friend, the Empire State Building today. And you know your American shops, I'm just outside Macy's. See the bright lights of Times Square ahead of me, but not really heading there, although I'm just going through. I need to get back up to 50th Street to the Rockerfeller Center. This evening I'm doing my Top of the Rock tour by night. See what the New York skyline looks like this time of night. And back to the beautiful madness that is Times Square. So I'm in the Rockerfeller Center. I'm going to do Top of the Rock. I'm in the queue. So it's 8:45 at night and I'm on top of the Rockerfeller Center in New York. You go up in the lift to floor 67 and then an escalator to 69. And the New York skyline is lit up below me. You can see that's the Empire State Building behind me there. Lit up ones that I could see from my hotel. And this is the New York skyline. So I don't think any of these tall towers were there. These are all much taller than the Rock Centre. They weren't there in 2009 last time I visited New York. I'm currently on floor 69, but those steps take you up to floor 70, which is this open observation deck. Where I am now, I've got glass screens. Obviously can't fall off. They get the reflections, so I think I need to go up. I'm on the 70th floor now. It's the viewing terrace. Just after 9 o'clock. That's the 70th floor observation deck of the Rockerfeller Center. The Top of the Rock, as it's called. Got the Empire State. These buildings, loads of buildings that just weren't here when I came last time. See New Jersey across the river there. Statue of Liberty is just down there as a little speck of light. The World Trade Center where I was this afternoon. So the Empire State dominates, even though it's not actually the tallest building by a stretch in New York anymore. And there's the Chrysler Building. I saw it earlier today. So many of these tall buildings, I have no idea what they are. That's the Empire State Building, and I can see these two prongs from my hotel. My hotel must be down there somewhere. There's quite a difference, the 30th floor of Roof Terrace Bar, where I was last night, to the 70th floor. Lost touch with which the tallest building in New York is. I think it is the World Trade Center. There are some good contenders here. I think that one is on Fifth Avenue. I remember seeing this cube thing being built in the news. And then down there you've got the dark of Central Park. And here's Saavane's disposition. Do not down. So the top of the rock isn't as tall as the observation deck on the Empire State Building. But of course, if you go up to the top of the Empire State Building, you can't see the Empire State Building in the skyline. So it's 5 to 10, and the key for the elevators to go down. I think you can come up till about 11 o'clock, so you get it all lit up. It's been really good, I have to say. That 8:30 ticket that I could have picked this morning and paid double, you wouldn't have seen the skyline lit up like that. So yeah, it's been excellent. I would definitely recommend doing a night viewing. Obviously it's quite nice to see it in daylight as well. You definitely get a different viewpoint, but yeah, it's been very, very good. Fortunately, my time in New York is coming to an end, so I have to go and do my online check-in. I suppose I should really think about packing up, although it's mostly done. And actually, where I'm going. I've still got a few more hours to enjoy New York tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow.